So, this is a 12th episode of English Diary of mine, and yeah, it's not in the evening anymore, it's not midnight anymore, it's early morning. It's quite early, it's 7, 8, I don't know, you can look at my clock. Um, yeah, and the reason last night I didn't record is that I want to go to sleep early, and around 10 when I finish all my assignment, I just opened the book which tells stories of depression and people with depression, and it really dragged my mood down. And I just emerged into the story and got sympathized with the characters mentioned in the story. And I think that I'm happy to be raised in a normal environment. I can socialize pretty good with my friends. I do not have sudden urge to hurt myself or the will or the thinking or the thought that I have to hurt myself to drive my attention into another thing other than my emotional hurt, emotional pain. The more I read about depression, the more I think everything. I'm more grateful about the person I am right now. I am not yet. Um, yeah, let's say. I don't. What's that word? I don't know, but I am not with depression yet. Just yet. I can't say anything about the future. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will lead a happy life without the urge to kill myself. But yeah, I cannot say that it's impossible. Depression is something that I cannot predict. Okay, and I go to bed early last night, and last night was good. I mean, I had a beautiful night's sleep without dreaming anything, and I love that. And I hope that I will go to bed early so that I can feel more refreshed in the evening, in the morning. Last night I took a translation test. It was not as expected because it's too long. The exam was too long that I cannot think through many phrases and expressions that sometimes need some revision, you know. The revision is the most important part when you write. Any piece of writing, any kind, type, genre of writing, you need to revise your piece of writing. But in this exam and many kinds of exams, you do not have that time. So many you make some grammar mistake. Maybe you express yourself muddily. You cannot get your thoughts straight. You cannot you cannot choose the right word for the right position, right context. You know, all that you can do in your revision. But yesterday I didn't have the time to do so. It's such a pity because I'm not quick enough. Translation is not my piece of cake. It's not my cup of tea. Alright, I like to talk in English directly like this. I do not translate between back and forth between Vietnamese and English, and I think that's a good thing. But in this environment, when you still live in your hometown, you need to translate because many people need you to do so. Okay, and yesterday when I have a really hard argument with my girlfriend, I finally have some time for myself, and I realized that when I have ever since I had a girlfriend, I haven't spent enough time for myself, so that my creativity and my inspiration suddenly just not suddenly gradually atrophy. like that. Let's see it go down, because I do not have the time to think about my thing. I just have the time to do with my girlfriend. Everything I do, I have her on my earphones, on my headphones. We always on a chat. We always call each other, and that's the reason why I think that our relationship is somehow struggling right now, because we spend too much time together. We do not care about ourselves anymore. We think about the other person without thinking about ourselves, so we forget to love ourselves first. So there are many pain, there are many pain, many struggle you are encountering, but you ignore your problem because you have to care about the other person too. So that pain and that bad feelings just accumulate in your head, in your heart, and then it's break down into a flaming row with your girlfriends, and that's, I think, how it works. Because once you are able to love yourself, when you feel loved by yourself, you will have more space in your heart to care about the others, especially your special one, your girlfriend. And I think that this was our problem, and has been our problem, because we spent too much time together. And the last morning I spent like 1 hour for my own, cleaning my house and my thoughts, and I felt much more better. Somehow, suddenly, all of a sudden, I felt better. And when I speak to my girlfriend again, we are more comfortable and more sharing, more caring too. So I think that I should spend more time alone, listening to myself, talking with you guys like this. I just see myself in my camera, but it's okay. No one's gonna hear this, but it's some kind of personal log. If there's audience, it's okay. I welcome all of you to go here and share your thoughts about my problems or your problems too. But if there isn't any, I'm fine with that. This is not the way I think that this channel gonna grow or something. I do not crave for viewers or anything. I just want to get my thought into words and have something to talk to, because my girlfriend cannot hear this. She won't. She wouldn't. All right, and I think that's it for today's episode, and I see you maybe tonight or maybe tomorrow. I'm more flexible with my schedule now, as long as I keep the series going. Okay, it's 8 minutes long, and I don't want to talk forever, so cheers and goodbye, and I'll see you next episode.